Something just moved over here. It, like there was a shuffle. It was like a foot slid, but I wasn't moving. It sounded like it was right next to me. That freaked me out. Did you hear that too? I heard that. Sounded like Yep. I'm telling you, listen to the peepers. They stopped. Dude, something's going on right now. Well, hello everyone. Mike here, MT Paranormal Life. And it has been a little while since I have last been out doing any paranormal investigating or connecting. There's a lot of spiritualness to it, so you can kind of call it what you like, I guess. But today, I am still here in Northeast Ohio, out in one of the local metro parks here. You can hear all the peepers. I kind of was drawn over here because of the energy. There's some small ponds over that way. You can hear the peepers. They're going crazy. So it kind of drew me over this way. You know, all the energy from the wildlife. I came over here and think I'm going to set up some devices over here and see what happens, see what we hear. Turn my Transcend Theory app on and we'll listen. We'll sit and listen. See who comes through, see what they say. Alright, welcome back. As you can see, I set up some devices here. I'm going to use these devices for doing some communication. You can see this device here is what's called a REM pod.
You.
Me. REM pod stands for radiating electromagnetism. It radiates its own electromagnetic field around the box, which in theory makes it easier for energy, spirits if you will, to communicate and interact with.
Pest.
And as you can hear, that voice is coming from my Transcend Theory app that's on my extra phone right there. I do have a video on my channel which explains everything about this app. This device has no database of words programmed in it. So everything you hear that comes through actually is being put together through a list of letters and numbers only, which is pretty amazing when you hear the things that come through. So that's why I love this device, because it's not one of those apps that have words and phrases that her fight that are programmed in to maybe possibly give you false reads on what's being said. This app can give you real proof and show how the communication, the method in which someone, something can use this, spell out words, and communicate with you is pretty amazing. Act. And as you can see on here, it has a transcribe feature. And what it does is it tries to basically transcribe what's coming through so you can basically see what the word is. But like Stephen Huff says, always trust your ears because that's not always 100% accurate. This device right here is an EMF meter made by Tessman. It's set for milligauss right now, which it will measure changes in electromagnetic energy around the device, just to correlate any kind of activity that happens that might be paranormal with changes in the milligauss. Also, these are cat toys. That's what they're designed for, but they're used heavily in the paranormal investigative field as methods of communication. And they're motion activated, so if it moves, see how the lights go off?
Psycho.
That's interesting. And I'm going to turn the EMF meter on. Power it up. I'm going to set it for the max sensitivity range. and 0 it. So right now it's zeroed, so everything that is close to it enough to set it off, it'll take that into consideration. So
Saturday.
you hear it? That's if something breaks the electromagnetic field around it. Walkie-talkies will set this off as well. Found that out. Saturday. Well, today is Tuesday.
They call Lamlo.
They call Lamlo. Lamlo. Are you able to use this device and tell me your name? Whoever's here, can you do that? My name is Mike.
4021.
4021. 4021. 4021. What does that mean? What does 4021? Misha. Now you see the EMF blinking? I'm getting a trigger on that REM pod there. Someone interacting with that little box right there? Can you do it again? I blinked. There it goes, it's blinking.
New.
Thank you.
Edmund.
Edmund. Hello, Edmund.
Here.
Here? You're here with me? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Here's my other trimeter.
And have a.
And have a. I'm going to set this one next to me over here, kind of out of the way. And if something elevates, I think I have it set anything above 4 milligauss, it will go off and start beeping. So we'll keep our ears open for that. Little.
Skidder at 1T.
Skidder at 1T. It's getting active right now. We're getting a lot of rapid messages. EMF meter is pretty baseline. I'm not seeing any elevation.
It listen.
It listen. Okay. I'm listening. Is there anything you want to tell me? You got my attention. Her. Tell me about her.
You're here on clear.
You're here on clear. Does that mean you can hear me nice and clear? I think that's what I'm getting a feeling of what that is telling me. Is that they're hearing me clear. That's good. I'm glad you can hear me.
Add anything.
And did you notice there it goes. The REM pod is triggering slightly. There's nothing around it that wasn't already there when it was zeroed. Something is interacting with the electromagnetic field around it.
At night.
Just for a little test, I'm moving the phone away from it because I know sometimes, your phones will put off some EMF as well. So I'm going to keep the phone away from it. And what we'll do is we'll just listen and we can check the transcribe feature if we want to see what it said.
This too.
This too? What is this? What are you talking about? Can you describe it?
Listen this.
Yes, listen this. You're listening. Yes, I think you might be talking about the device I just set over here. Or maybe it's my speaker. You can hear it. I'm listening to you.
Small.
Is it small? Yeah, this little box right here you can use that to communicate with me and talk to me. If you'd like to do that, keep talking to me through it,
guiding end.
and I'll keep listening. Same with all these here. I brought all these little things here just for us to talk together. You can use those devices if you would like to, if you're able to, and you can communicate with me.
And I love.
And you love. You love communicating? I think that's maybe what she was trying to say. And one thing about the transcribe too is it reflects the
Lower.
personality, you know, if it's a woman, a man, accents, all these things come through it. And I've noticed it before, and in my past videos, if you watch, since I started using
Shabby.
the transcribe, or the, I'm sorry, since I started using the Transcend Theory app, you'll be able to hear differences in accents. Older, younger voices, male, female, you can hear the difference, which is pretty amazing. Because this device does not do anything by itself. It will not give you messages. It will not put together words. It's just a database that's there
Small.
to be interacted with. That's why this has become my favorite device to use, because it's real evidence. Because the messages that come through like that is small. That can't be made by the machine, by the app. It can't be made by it. It's being manipulated, and the message is coming through.
Work.
Work? What do you do for work?
See.
See. Let's try this. If you can see those little round toys there, they're 3 different colors. One's green, one's red, and one's purple. If you have a favorite of those 3, can you make the one you like the best light up for me?
See.
See, again. You can see. Can you describe what you see? I'm interested. I'd like to know what you can see. Still checking my meter. My meter.
Us.
Us? You see us. Okay, my phone is triggering that a little bit there. As you've seen, the phone can do it. But the phone doesn't always do it.
For now.
And if you keep it away, you keep it probably about a foot away, it won't mess with it. How about this little box in my hand here?
Air.
Air. Are you able to manipulate this little box here? Can you make a beep for me?
I am.
What are you? Were you going to tell me your name or what you are?
I'd.
More fragments of messages. Get that a lot. It's going to be dark soon. This was just a brief little spirit session, I like to call them.
New.
If you'd like to help support the channel, the best thing that I ask is to subscribe.
Hear the rate.
Hear the rate. Is subscribe to the channel. Like the videos. Maybe leave a comment if there's something you'd like to share. Maybe something you've seen or heard that I might have missed. Because sometimes,
One each one.
like disembodied voices and EVPs seem to be imprinted on the playback or on the recording. And things I might not hear at this time, you can hear on the playback. So if you do hear anything like that, leave a timestamp in the comment and share it with everybody, and I'll check it out. Even if you see something. Same thing that's been proven time and time again. Oh, there's a man here now. On end. It's been proven time and time with video playback that there's some things that seem to be captured that you can see that weren't actually visible by who was recording at the time. But there it is on the video on the playback. So if you do see something like that, same thing. Beauty. We're picking up communication with a man, and now back to the same woman. She's got a lot to say. Outside. She said beauty. What's your name? Are you able to use my device and tell me who you are?
Ahead here.
Ahead here.
You.
Well, the EMF meter is off right now. That's kind of strange. So I put new batteries in the equipment, so I think we might be experiencing some kind of a battery drain right now.
Hour.
Which I've experienced quite a bit, so I'm not surprised, honestly. I was still hoping somebody could interact with these devices here. I'd like to know which one of these 3 balls here is your favorite color. Maybe you can make it light up for me and show me. Even if you don't have a favorite color, if you're able to just turn those on, because they'll light up, I would appreciate that. These are my things, but I brought them here to share. Just to communicate and connect with anyone that's listening.
You're fat.
It said, you're fact. It almost sounded like it said, you're fat. Am I fat? Is that what you were trying to say?
Needs deal.
Needs deal. You need a deal. What kind of a deal? I'll make you a deal. Here's the deal for you. If you could turn on one of those round balls there, if you can light one of those up, I'll leave it here for you. How's that for a deal? Any of those 3, light them up for me, and I'll leave it here. Up.
Earth.
Well, haven't seen
Hour over.
any of those light up yet. You don't like that deal? I think that was a pretty good deal. Are over was the last message.
Adnan.
Adnan. Really haven't seen any activity on the meter. I do think that the batteries got drained in that Tessman EMF meter, though, because
I clid battered.
Battered. Because I did put new batteries in all of my equipment before I went out today. So it's very strange that that shut off.
A minute.
A minute. If you turn that little meter off, or that little box, if you turned it off, can you let me know that you did it? Interact with these devices to let me know, or maybe tell me it was you on my device. How about this one? Can you turn this off too? I'm going to show you the battery real quick.
Why?
See, the battery is full, fully charged. Why? Just to show that we can interact together using these things, maybe?
Duh.
Can you turn this one off too? That's okay. Like I said, I gave you permission to interact with these things, so I hope you're not afraid. I don't believe they're going to harm you. If there's some reason you can't interact with these things, can you tell me what the reason is, or why? One at. Okay. Well, today was just kind of like a short little visit here. I'm not going to be out here too long tonight. Like I said, I haven't tried connecting in a while. So I'm not going to really try to push too much. One thing I've learned is that doing this does affect you physically.
The sauce.
Don't always understand the reasons why it does, but I definitely know firsthand that reaching out, connecting, and some of the things that can happen, things you hear, there's some kind of energy that seems to come and go, and that energy can and has been read through my meters at times, so I've verified that there is something that seems to leave a signature of energy somehow, and I've felt the effects from it personally. Call it energy drain, or just strange tiring feelings. So I'm not going to push too much today, but it is
For you.
it's a very beautiful day out here, evening. Winter is pretty much just on its way out and passing.
What?
I think the snow's behind us here. But what a beautiful sunset, huh? Peepers are still going at it. Well, before I go, is there anything you'd like to say to me? Is there anything you'd like to say to the people that will watch this story? Would you like to tell us a story? Tell a story or say goodbye before I go?
It's far.
It's far. Is it far away to get here? Maybe you're far away? How about these devices before I go? You think you can interact with any of these things here? Using? Okay. Thank you for using. I think maybe someone's trying to use these devices. That's seemed pretty corresponding to that message in my request. Remember the deal? If you can make one of those round balls light up, I'll leave it here. So interested?
Our totality.
Our totality. I'm not sure if I really can comprehend your totality, but I definitely can tell that you are here, and all these spirits can come and go, whether they intentionally know it or not,
and tame.
and we hear you. And you can use these devices to communicate. Sometimes intelligently, it seems like, and sometimes random, like residual. But we're listening. And tame was the last message. All right, well, thank you for communicating with me. That. Right. Well, very interesting feeling.
SA.
Definitely feels charged over here. I think a lot of the natural energy, of course, interacts with energy that is kind of beyond what we consider to be like normal energy, in the way of energy from us, from the animals, from every living thing. The energy from another dimension, the afterlife, from spirits. You can definitely feel the energy. And if you give them a way to talk to you, like this, the Transcend Theory app, they can talk to you. And it would seem that's all it takes. That's the connection. That's a personal connection.
There you must.
You make the effort, and they'll find you. All right. Well, very interesting time over here. Thank you all for watching. And like I mentioned, subscribing to the channel is free. Please hit that subscribe button. And if you did like any of the videos, this video, or if you watch any of the others, hit the like button. It really helps the channel. It helps get me through the YouTube algorithm, so others who might be looking for this kind of content can find me. And if you have anything you'd like to share, anything you may have seen or heard, leave a comment. Leave a timestamp with it of where at in the video you heard or saw whatever it was. All right, well, from Northeast Ohio here, I say good night to everyone, and thank you all again. Have a good night.
Nox Gear 39G activated. Battery good. Connected.
Fair dodge.
Fair dodge.
Here my hand you.
Here my hand you. Are you offering your hand? Is that what you mean? Hand. Can you see my hand? Let me get my meter. Oh. Okay.
We high.
Do you want to reach out to my hand here? Go ahead. Notes. If you can hear me, can you tell me your name? My name's Mike. On.
A step.
A step. This message was
That.
This here, this is a device that we could talk together. Anything you'd like to tell me? Y'all? A southern accent? Can you tell me your name?
Kept kinder.
Kept kinder.
Here.
Well, I kind of just jumped into the video there. But I am here in Northeast Ohio tonight. Out on a little hike, little investigation or hunt, whatever you'd like to call it. Here with the cameraman. That's the cameraman right there in front of me. Jack, the cameraman from the cameraman crew. We got T-Mac back here. And I am running my Transcend Theory Spirit Box app. If you're interested in how the Transcend Theory app works, I do have a link to a tutorial instructional video from the creator, Stephen Huff. Explains it a lot better than I can about why it shows 100% real proof of spirit communication using it. Undebunkable proof that spirits talk to you through it.
You engine.
You engine. Engine for a car? Tell me about the car. Least more. Tell me about the car. The engine's in. La. You can see that it has a transcribe feature built in. It's like a predictive text feature. It tries to spell out what it hears, what comes through. But always trust your ears more than the transcribe feature, because it's not always right. Oh, maybe they heard us, but they all just stopped.
Through for where?
Usually they don't. Man, I've had them things sound off right in my ear. They
Yeah.
really give
Well, they were just going off while we were walking next to them here. They just quit.
when they get quiet.
Those geese, okay.
That's when I've had some crazy things happen.
They're coming back. Maybe we just spooked them there. Maybe it's this crowd over here. They're a little skittish.
I don't say.
You don't say?
They chirped right
Well,
in my ear.
I hear you. I heard you say that.
There.
Where? Up there? I see eyes up there. Looks small though. Up in that tree right there.
Big tree.
Yeah, it's right up there.
Oh yeah,
It's probably a little raccoon.
right there.
Probably a little raccoon. That's what I'm thinking. It's like greenish eyes. I've seen those on
I see 'em
raccoons.
right there.
Yeah, let me see.
Looking right back at us. I don't. About 3/4 of the way up.
I'm trying to catch it on the zoom here, see if you can see it, but It looks like a raccoon, too. Little beady green eyes. Okay. Right up there. It's not really showing very good on the camera. Eye shine sometimes seems like you pick it up a lot
Rebecca
easier.
Sazzle.
Rebecca, that sounded like somebody's full name. Rebecca Swetzel. Yeah, it is. Rebecca. Hello, Rebecca. This is one of the reasons why this Transcend Theory app is amazing. Everything that you hear that comes across this does not have words in it. This does not have words in this database.
Would you say the name was Rebecca?
Rebecca Swetzel.
All right, yeah, quick Google.
But that's one of the amazing things about Transcend Theory is this database is only letters and numbers. There are no words in it. So whatever you hear comes through, it is actually put together through a method that really don't understand, but it seems to correspond with spirit connection or interaction. That's most likely, or the popular theory, you could say. I mean, all possibilities are on the table as far as I'm concerned. That maybe it's not only spirits that can communicate through it. Higher intelligence, higher beings even. It's possible. Is this thing still on? It is. 8. I haven't heard anything. 8. Jams. Well, I got the name Rebecca Swetzel.
Rebecca? I got Morris.
Rebecca Swetzel, a full name.
I found Rebecca Swayze.
I have to re-listen to it again because sometimes, it tries to transcribe.
Right.
It's called transcribe theory, or not. I mean, it's Transcend Theory, but the feature is called transcribe.
Didn't we say, hey, Matt?
You met is what the predictive text is saying that came through. But you trust your ears more than the
Huh?
Your oranges.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Your oranges are still there. Nice.
I thought this place looked familiar. Oh, this is where we've been.
Wow, that's a first.
Guess they didn't like citrus or
Odex CUR.
your pheromone spray, one or the other.
Maybe it's the area.
Yeah, maybe it could be the area.
Swayze swears.
They took one.
And gave it back to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, the predictive text said Swetzel, but I heard it
typed
quick.
that in.
Yeah, so I mean, it might not be spelled the way it was spelled, or maybe if I listen to it again, it might be pronounced different than I'm saying it.
Apples are gone, yeah. That makes sense. They liked what I gave. They didn't like Jack's gift.
Is that a apple or a pear up there on the tip of that one log?
It should be a pear.
It's green.
Oh no, that's a lime.
Seed.
Lime, okay.
That's Jack's. They didn't take any of Jack's
Seed.
stuff. I had some pears and apples, and they took all of those.
All right.
How long ago was that?
That was on March 3rd.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Those been sitting there. Those were sitting there through the high wind storms.
Our ear.
I'm gonna turn down my headlamp for a little bit and give it a break because it's getting hot.
I don't know. They liked it on the apples.
Jody what?
Is that another name? Jody what? Who was Jody? Who's Jody that you're talking about? Again?
So I was looking at the area and I'm like, wait, this looks familiar.
These thorns kind of suck.
Yeah, it's gonna be a deterrent to get too far off this trail.
Fat.
All right. said fact, but it kind of sounded like it said fat.
Hack.
I'm working on it.
Hack. Ooh, did you correct me? Hack. You're trying to say hack. What about hack? Is that an insult?
Here.
Right here?
Maybe they wanted us to hack the thorns.
Hack. Can you make this beep?
And again.
And again? Can you make this device beep for me?
I was gonna say, I think a bear will eat that.
Ear trembles.
Ear trembles or ear trembles? Ear trembles is what the transcribe feature predicted text to be. Ear trembles. From front? From? Where are you from?
Out.
This is coming through quick. There's a lot of quick replies. Like a lot of energy here.
Yeah.
Haven't really seen any.
Life adds.
Light ads.
Ravens and.
Ravens and. I'm trying to show you guys the predictive text. The transcribe feature. Ravens and. Ravens, huh? Ravens are smart birds. Is that what you're talking about? Birds? Or are you talking about the football team?
Tree.
Tree? There's a lot of trees. Is that where you get energy from? The trees? Still nothing noticeable on the meter. I haven't heard it go off. There's really no deviations or high spikes, it seems like.
And high.
And high.
Told me to please go left.
Please go left. And high. Well, hello.
Me it also. I go.
Pretty much a peaceful night, really. Everything
Frost.
feels pretty good here. I don't feel weird or anything bad. But judging off of these very quick replies on the transcend, that's signifying
It's some
some kind of increased energy, though. It's Sumat. See, that was the message.
Mixed scales.
Mixed scales. Feels like more residual messages, but they're coming through very quickly. Very rapidly, actually. So, there's gonna be something going on. I think it usually happens or is triggered because of our own willingness to try to connect. You know, when I reach out, when I'm communicating, it's more than just a regular vocal communication session. It goes a little deeper than that. And I think that's the key as to why
Warrior says.
this kind of interaction happens. What was the last one it said? Over your says. Me. Who are you? Is there a lady here? If there's a lady here, can you... Hazel?
We're popping a glow stick over here on the path.
Hazel.
Copy that. I'm gonna pop one right up here. Your mens.
Your mans.
And follow.
And follow. I'm still hoping you could give me a sign that you're here by me. Or that you're coming through
Right.
here. Okay. Can you do that? Can you use your energy? Make this beep for me? I saw a little bit of increased energy reading, but very slightly.
So guess.
I'm keeping it away from the phone so my phone doesn't set it off. If I keep it about a foot from the camera, it doesn't pick up any EMF. Well, I'm getting a static charge right here
The top.
on my arm. The one I'm holding right here, my left arm. I don't really feel it now, but I felt it for just a brief moment.
That's where.
That's where? Right here? Can you make this little box beep?
Blur.
I keep asking, I know. I think they get the idea. Okay. All right. Now just a walk through the woods. That's all it is. You. I get a lot of me's. A lot of hymns. So I think it's just a lot of residualness coming through.
And we teach.
And you teach. Tell me about that. I'd like to know about what you teach.
Mamas.
Mamas. Mamas, huh? You trying to find your mama? Yeah, it's plural. It's kind of strange. Or maybe it was, you were saying mamas like possessive?
Heckrock.
What? Heckvok.
Heat.
Heckvok and heat. They're strange messages. It's a train. Big surprise, right? Northeast Ohio.
Said.
Trains.
We set up the fruit with a glow stick on it.
Sounds like
Hito.
T-Mac is putting a little gifting site up. You know, over the times we've been out here, we've had strange cryptid-like activity and behavior happen.
My.
So, we like to gift, believe things, because it seems most likely there are some entities here. So it just seems to be a courteous thing to do.
The clear.
There's a frog over there. I heard it sound like a squeaky shoe. The clear was the last message.
CC.
CC. Oh, I see him swimming around right there. Oh, big old bullfrogs. Big old bullfrogs. CC. Is that a nickname? You like to be called CC?
On me.
Alright, switch to red light. It's a little bit easier on the cameras. It's a little bit easier on the flashlights for the heat factor. Plus, it seems like the red spectrum, sometimes you can see things that you normally couldn't see under white light. I go back to the Jelly Man from Claim 3. It's kind of evidence of that. Plus, it does show eye shine.
Call 1 out, refresher.
Red lights are usually known as hunter's lights. So you can see the reflection of the eyes a lot better. And they do not see you.
Guys, I'm gonna do a tree knock.
Check.
Copy that. Cameraman's about to do a tree knock.
Lies.
Lies.
The dead. It's
Geese? It's almost sounded like it said geese though. 'Cause I just heard geese, and it'd be interesting if that's what was said.
tight you.
Tight cure. For you. For you? For me? Do you know my name? If you're talking to me, let me know. My name is Mike. Can you say hello, Mike? If he'll. What do you want me to do?
On her.
Oh. What do you mean?
Ragast and Oreo.
Ragcast and Oreo. That's odd.
Cascuar hunk.
Cascuar hunk. I guess a lot of it's coming through. It's kind of jarbled,
Loud.
kind of garbled up.
And stop.
I'm gonna go join back up with the guys, and I'll be back. What are you looking at? Oh, you got your black light out. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I found like something was walking on a log over there that was strange.
Did you catch something in the black light? Or you mean you just saw it with your eyes?
No, it left like a paw mark, like grease or something.
Oh,
You know, like a greasy palm, or maybe it had urine on it.
that's weird.
On its palm and stepped on the tree. Yeah, because these will light up, the urine.
Yeah, using a black light. Continuing on here. Kind of at the tail end of the line of all of us now. Very nice temperature. Just started warming back up after what seemed like a winter that never was going to end. Here we are, late March, and finally starting to get back into some warmer temperature. If you see a green laser, the cameraman's got his laser out right now.
Call.
Peepers keep pausing.
I gone.
Am I gone? Now they just quit.
Was it?
Hey guys, the peepers just went dead quiet, about 50 feet behind us.
Yeah, I just said it got really quiet.
Is there somebody out here with us? Starting to come back. Hope I'm not scaring away whatever's here. Let's keep moving. Maybe there's some kind of energy, maybe a spirit, or maybe even some kind of an entity. Those of you who've had experiences with entity like myself, different entities, you know that there's things out here that can't be explained. So having those peepers just shut up. There they go again. They're starting to quiet. I think there's something going on behind us now. But I'm not going to really focus too much. I'm going to keep moving because they went quiet again now that I'm moving. So something might be tailing us right now. Let's go to red light. Oh, now they're getting loud again. Huh. Very strange. I went back behind us towards the quiet area, and as soon as I started moving back there, the peepers came alive again. So I decided to come back, and as I left and headed this way, they went quiet again, like something's behind us. Why? I haven't heard anything on the transcend there for a moment. Who's here? Seems like somebody's here with us. Let's take a look at the meter. Everything looks normal still. Can you tell me about you?
G-Fan.
G-Fan. I was wondering if I would get a message about or
Red 2.
regarding the fan, about the fan. I was kind of wondering. Seems like I always get a message about your fan or a fan every time. Seems like every time I'm out. And I've got this device on. My transcend theory.
Heard hey.
Maybe I'll never understand, but it's very interesting.
Neo Edda.
Neo Edda. That was strange, man.
No, you think what you?
Don't you think, Wendy? That was very strange. I turned around and I'm like, let me go back that way where it's quiet and see if there's something back there. And I started walking back, and as I started walking backward, the peeps started...
I just had a rock hit behind me.
The peeps came back alive again. So I'm like, okay, and I'm like, maybe something left that I was worried I was startling something.
Yeah.
So I just I kept coming this way. And once I started walking back this way, the peeps shut up again.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was strange.
My Edmund.
So T-Mac, the rock magnet, seems to be getting some of the T-Mac normal special treatment. What the fuck is that?
And
Something just moved over here. Like there was a shuffle. It was like a foot slid, but I wasn't moving. It was like right here. It sounded like it was right next to me. That freaked me out. Did you hear that too? I heard that. It sounded like
Yeah.
Yep. I'm telling you, listen to the peepers. They stopped. Dude, something's going on right now.
me.
Something's going on, man.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. The peepers are quiet again, dude. Something weird is going on.
You.
Me. You know me?
Hello?
Who are you?
Flayed you.
Flay you? I don't like the way that sounds. When we were just standing right
Or
over
pray.
there. And then the peepers were quiet. They're quiet now too. Dead quiet. I'm telling you, something's going on over here.
This stretch.
Yep. You know it's weird when you walk towards the peepers and they start going again. And then they're quiet when you're away. Like,
Us to us.
that is dead quiet right now. Yeah, that was creepy, dude.
He.
Like I said, though, it's in correlation with something throwing a rock at me.
Yeah,
That's what we're trying to figure out. Where the heck would it be?
Riken.
It was over this way, huh?
Right in. That's very strange.
Renew.
They don't even like move.
See, look, they're coming alive again, and we're getting closer. Wow, things just went from freaking 0 to 100 in just a few minutes. That's how it goes, though, I guess.
Up that X square.
Out that act square.
All the feet.
All the feet. I just saw eyes. I just saw eye shine. I saw it. It's like back over that way.
Your psyche.
Right over that way. I don't see him now, but I saw eye shine briefly.
Down there. So when I was down over here,
Right-
just a bit,
Right over there.
there's a like a cut
Uh-huh.
over there, and beyond that is like a wall
Yes.
of pricker bushes.
Oh yeah.
I snapped a picture of you shining your light on the wall.
I mean, it is like a, and there's some weird viney tree things going on too.
Yeah, like there's no way to get, it's impassable.
Yeah. This area is definitely full
Robbie.
of those prickers. Those prickers are pretty native around the woods all around here, because they're all the places we go around here. Those same kind of prickers are everywhere. Like over at Claim 3, they're there. Over just everywhere we go.
Well,
They're nasty.
Well, they'll get you.
Yeah. Those are the ones that you got to replace your pants. Wow. That was crazy.
You hear that?
I was a little distracted. I heard some road noise, though, that kind of drew my attention, so I didn't hear it.
It was a plain whistle that went.
No, we didn't hear that.
legal scan.
I'm gonna whistle.
All right, go ahead. Let her
Guys,
rip.
I'm gonna do a whistle like it did.
I'm gonna go red.
I'm gonna do a whistle. 3, 2, 1.
Any alarm.
I'm gonna pause this for a minute.
I'm gonna do it one more time.
What was that? A strange sound. It was like. I don't think it was an owl, though.
We'll do it 3 minutes. more. 3, 2, 1.
I think we need to set off fawn in distress or is a rodent squeak.
What was that?
What do we want? Fawn in distress number 4.
Yeah.
Coming up in 3, 2, 1. Gonna hit it again.
Yeah, hit it
3,
again.
2, 1. We got this train
Yeah.
hurting us.
I'm gonna throw something in that pond. Here. Be nice if I could find a big rock, but I don't think we're gonna find one over there. Is it a huge acorn?
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna throw this stick in the pond.
Oh, okay.
You gotta disturb the water.
Yeah, I'm gonna just see if
The water whistle, you're gonna make Elder Bear Claw go nuts.
I'd like to get a rock, but there's no rocks over here.
Bugs.
See if maybe we can get a matching reply in the water, something getting thrown into it. Here's another stick. I'll give this a heave. Oh yeah, this is a nice one. All right. Can you do that? Throw something in the water. Turn transcend back on.
Throw something at us, throw it in the water.
Got the blue light.
Hmm?
Jack's being the police.
Got your blue light.
Tyson? Well, we're gonna tag him in this now too.
I'm gonna come for this big blue light.
It's interesting. My flashlight does red, but not blue.
Prior.
You done?
Yeah, I think I'm about done. You got the police Pull over, T-Mac. Stop resisting, John.
On.
The paranormal police are
Set
back.
his mind.
Who's that? Set his behind. Huh. Peepers.
You are.
You're. Uh-oh.
Is that T-Mac?
Yep.
And there's our little fruit, the fruit stand that we set up.
Jar. What's on the log here? It's on this tree.
Hey,
What kind of fruit are here?
Jack, now the sirens are going. It's your fault.
Lots of fruit.
Yep, everything's still there. Something will definitely get that.
There's peepers. Those peepers sound weird over there.
Yeah, some of them are doing a little croak and some doing their
Yeah.
peep.
Sound like a machine running.
Yeah. Listen to the peeps.
Mm-hmm. It's weird. Kind of sounded like a voice mixed in the background of those frogs.
I see some over there.
Eye shine or movement?
Eye shine and movement.
It's got the creepy trees. Creepy.
And I went to my red light. See if I see it. That's funny you said that, because like I looked over there too as I was moving, and I thought I saw possibly eye shine too, for just a brief second. Same direction, but it was so quick. I'm still unsure if that's what I saw.
The only definitive I think I've seen is like when you and I saw what we think was maybe that little raccoon
Yeah.
up in the tree.
Mm-hmm. You picking up something in the thermal?
Yeah, it's making the thermal go bright. There's something over in here. Just where?
Yeah, so we can hear it. I can hear the Walmart muffler people.
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up here tonight for us. From Northeast Ohio, thank you all for being here tonight. Appreciate all the support. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. It's free to join the channel. If you liked the video, hit that like button. And if you did see or hear anything, you can always leave a timestamp in the comments and share it. Thank you again. I'll see you guys all on the next adventure. Have a good night.